The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I call Brother Myron the Sambo from Sudan.
A grenade.
Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. Uno, dos, tres, un, dos, trois.
Uduta. Ubutwa.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. How do you say it?
Can I hear it? It's un, deux, trois. In German, it's ugh.
No, it's not.
Oh god, we're gonna get canceled by the Germans now.
How do you say it in Chinese?
Jesus Christ. You know how you say it in Chinese? Hold up. Hold up.
No,
watch
you
this.
didn't.
This is my answer. No. You asked it. I'm gonna answer it. This is how I answer that. That's how you say that in Chinese. Mm-hmm. Let us know if you can hear us in chat.
A grenade. A grenade.
A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man, Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 834th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity and misogyny. We gotta find that,
Misogyny.
Yeah, misogyny. We gotta find that clip. It is Wednesday, February 23rd of 2022. It is good to have you in today. We swept bowling yesterday.
Yes, we did.
We swept it 4-0. Devin bowled very well. I was mediocre, but we did well. It was our first win in quite a while, so we are off the schneid there.
Yeah.
So shout out to my snipers on the Sharpe stream side. Dre Raven, Apollo 137, Hellfong, Blazanity, and J Blaze again. Oh, J Blaze 11, and of course the lovely and talented Devil. Shout out to my sharpshooters on the YouTube side. JJ's in the house. Death Defiant 009, or Death Defiant 09. We got Jason Marino, Blocked Party, Slambright, Dre Raven double dipping, J Blaze double dipping, Bink the Batasai, and July with 2 Ys, 510, and of course the lovely and talented Devon. Dev, how you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good, especially coming off the win.
From yesterday?
Yes, from yesterday.
Oh, yeah. My first game was terrible, but I definitely improved as the night went on, so.
What's going on with the tatas? Unbutton one of those buttons.
These?
Yeah. Yeah, what are we doing? Why are we hiding the puppies? One more.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my god, objective, Donovan, objective. Now, all right, now give us a shimmy. Yeah, there we go. All right.
My bra is showing.
Your what?
My bra is showing.
Is it really?
Yeah. Oh, well.
Do we care?
We're all adults here.
Yeah, we're all adults. Yes, we're not doing adult entertainment here. Today, you guys have hipster Donovan Sharpe. That is my character today. You guys know all about what is it? Vice City Donovan? There's hipster Donovan. I'm also going to come up with a hobo Donovan. Because if I let my beard get real scraggly, neglect my hairline, maybe wear those fingerless gloves, might be able to maybe have like a metal can or something like that. Maybe that'll make me look a little more relatable to the fans and patrons that are a little less financially blessed. Yes, Kyle 2020 with the nice gif says boobies. Boobs. Yes, we like boobs. You are 36F, correct?
I think so, yeah.
Yep. Her boobs are 36F, and when she lays down, they stick right up.
F or G, something like that. I think I gotta get measured. So.
I don't think it matters. Yeah, we got to start getting you some custom bras.
Mm-hmm.
I think
big
that
boob
much.
Problems.
Yes. Big tip problems. Quick announcements before we get started here today. Get your hands on my newest free ebook, 14 questions she'll ask on the first date and how to correctly respond. Simply go to donovansharpe.com/newsletter, plug in your very best email, and the book is yours. Next, if you like, comment, and subscribe, when you subscribe, hit the bell, go down to all so that you can be notified every time I go live. Of course, you guys know that the YouTube notifications have been a bit wonky lately. So if you want to guarantee that you'll be notified when I go live, download the Sharpe Stream app. Go to the App Store for iOS, or you can go to the Google Play Store for Android. You can download the app for free. You can watch all of my live premium content for free, including the Love is Blind breakdown that's going to be right after the show. I've got a preview from yesterday's. Breakdown, which was all kinds of crazy fun. I will give you guys a preview of that before we shrink the audience to only the Sharpe Stream. So go ahead and download the Sharpe Stream app for Apple or Android. It's absolutely free. Make sure you enable push notifications. That way you can watch my Love is Blind breakdowns directly after the show if you want access to the replays of said dating show breakdowns, become a patron at patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. There, you will get access to past shows, the archive, Sharpe Shorts, Ask Donovan Q&A, the weekend Zoom calls where I do consultations for free, so long as you're a patron or a Sharpe Stream member, videos banned on multiple platforms, access to Sharpe Stream, and huge discounts on courses. So be sure to get over to patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe to get all those extra goodies. And also, finally, the Conference of Masculine Excellence Part 2. The second semi-annual Conference of Masculine Excellence is going down in Miami, going down into 305, May 19th through May 22nd. It is just about half the cost of the first CME. The first CME, I think, was $1,700, $2,000, I think, for the VIP. The ticket prices are going to be right around half that. You can get an additional $150 off if you purchase an early bird ticket. We also have add-ons, like you can bring your wife. Oh, that's Walter. Okay. You can bring your wife or girlfriend. You can bring your father, son, whatever the case may be, at discounted cost. We also have certain social events that you can purchase, like the cigar bar, the ladies' lunch, the Jackson Maximus experience, etc., etc. Dev and I are going to be going down to Miami at least 2 more times before the event to lock down a venue, get everything all squared away. Go to masculineexcellence.com to get your hands on tickets today. Did I forget anything else?
I don't think so.
No, I think we've done enough shilling. Okay, let us go. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Excellent. Where's my Into the Abyss? There it is. Hold up. There we go. Perfect. So let's go ahead and get this party started here, Dev. So you recently received an email from Alicia Birch. Alicia Birch is, of course, she's a senior producer of Fox Soul. She actually sent this today, less than an hour ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Donovan. My name is Alicia Birch. I'm the senior producer of Fox Soul's Business Being Black with Tammy Mack, a live streaming platform under Fox Television. Our focus is to touch and provide different perspectives and opinions on hard-hitting issues and topics that affect the black community. Our show features a panel of guests, including activists, politicians, actors, musicians, comedians, and more. On Tuesday, March 1st, 2022, we will address natural hair versus wigs and weaves, and came across your YouTube.
I wonder what
I wanted to reach out to get your thoughts and see if you are interested in possibly being a part of the conversation. What are your initial thoughts here, Dev? Listen, my initial thoughts when you sent this to me,
What?
I thought to myself, it's a trap. Is that what you thought?
Not necessarily.
You didn't think it was a trap? You
I
don't
don't
think
so.
Are you kidding me?
I think they want to try to ask you why you think that wigs and or fake hair is bad.
So they honestly want my opinion on why I think wigs and fake hair is bad. They came across my YouTube. Do you think they're going to ask me about that? The first time they ask me about this, they're going to be like, well, wait a minute. Why does your opinion count? You don't date black women.
Yes.
You ever thought of that?
True. Yes, the business of being black. That's interesting.
There, now they can see us both.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing this, guys. Well, I'll tell you what.
That'll
Yeah.
be fun.
I don't think so. Apollo says this is another trap, like Dr. Phil. I totally agree. I don't think there is any. I don't think they're interested. I don't think they're interested in my opinion. I think they're just interested in berating me. And you date white women, and you talk shit about black women and blah 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 blah. I don't think they're interested in getting my opinion on anybody's hair. I just think they just want to be like, hey, you don't date black women, and we don't like you. Your thoughts?
Okay. I mean, you might want to give them Tommy Sotomayor's number or
I'm
Minister
sure they've
Jap.
reached out. Oh my God, dude! Remember, we were actually thinking about
We could
doing.
set them up.
Well, neither one of those guys are stupid. We were actually thinking about a podcast with me, Tommy, and Jap. And what were your words? You said you would set the internet on fire or something
That's
like
the
that?
quickest way to get a channel deleted, I think.
Yes. I think if the three of us are on the same screen at the same time, I think the YouTube algorithm is
It just explodes.
delete the. Yes, it just all of a sudden everything starts smoking. I'm going to respectfully decline this particular offer, and I think you guys would probably agree. Let's go to our next story. Sent to us by, of course, you. Yahoo Life has an article out, came out yesterday. It's entitled, quote, Mia Khalifa on why her work in the adult film industry wasn't a death sentence. The difference now is it's all for me, and it looks like there's a video. So let's listen to the video here.
Being pushed on them, but another part of me just also sees the positive side of that, which is more conversations around body positivity and acceptance and better relationship with food and yourself.
Today I'm chatting with internet personality and model Mia Khalifa about her journey with body image.
Okay, did she just call Mia Khalifa a model?
She's an internet personality and a model.
Okay. Let's just call it what it is. Mia Khalifa is a retired porn star, and unfortunately for Mia, as she is figuring out now, she's never going to shake the moniker of porn star. She's just never going to shake that, and I think that's probably why she is delving into this.
And how she's reclaiming hers with Playboy Centerfold. What would
What?
you say your relationship with your body is like today?
What is your relationship with your body today?
Who cares?
It doesn't matter. Dude, Mia Khalifa's hot. She's hot. Look at her. Even without her being naked, she's still an attractive woman. But what does it matter what her relationship is with her body? She obviously had a very good relationship with her body a few years ago because she was getting pounded out on cameras by brothers.
A lot of people were having a good relationship with their body.
Yes. A lot of people were.
I grew up very overweight and I didn't start losing weight until I was like 18, 19, 20. I love my imperfections. I feel like I've done the body modifications that I've wanted for a long time and thought hard on. I'm happy. I like the way I'm aging. I like the way I'm growing. I like the way I'm fluctuating.
You also were
Except for the fact that no one is going to take you seriously for a long-term relationship. But hey, you don't need no man.
an immigrant child living in DC and had not the greatest experience with fitting in and feeling comfortable in yourself. How would you say that being uncomfortable in your body and working through that, how did that shape you?
Well, what I did in order to fit in is I decided, what the fuck, we'll do porn. People will accept me then. I guess this is her excuse for doing porn, Dev.
I guess so. She's ugly duckling syndrome, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, she was always attractive enough. I mean, she's attractive. There's no question about it. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and cap on that. But Kyle 2020 always says the raptor nails. Yeah, it looks like Mia's going to be, yeah.
It made
Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
me insecure. It made me act hypersexual when the opportunity presented itself. Also constantly craving validation.
Here we
I
go.
did not feel good about myself, so I just let anyone have access to it. I only thought that I was worthy of just existing when someone else desired me or seemingly desired me.
You know, this is interesting. I sat on the Fresh and Fit podcast with Tommy Sotomayor, and I said what I always say is a woman cannot love herself unless a man loves her first. If she doesn't get that male love from the time she's a kid, she acts out sexually. Mia Khalifa clearly grew up without that male love, but now she's trying to blame the lack of body positivity as an excuse for her getting fucked on camera for money. Do you buy it?
I think that she is using the old trope that any attention is good attention. Like, okay, so I don't feel good about myself, but all these other people want to have sex with me, so therefore I'm valuable. And
My relationship with my body didn't start.
all that is immaturity.
Yep.
That's not really an excuse to do porn.
It's not an excuse to do porn, and it's not just immaturity, Dev. It's the lack of male love. If a man doesn't... This is why we had this conversation. This is why they're called daddy issues. Remember, the difference between daddy issues and mommy issues, boys and girls... Daddy issues occur when the father is not in the home. Mommy issues occur when the mommy is in the home. Clearly, Mia Khalifa did not have a strong father, maybe no father at all, I guess because they're immigrants, and it shows in her life decisions. I mean, look, listen, she was a porn star. Does that make her a bad person? Of course not. No one will ever know if she's a good or bad person because she is going to be defined by her pornographic
That's
career.
true, unfortunately. Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Getting good until I started getting old enough. I think that's what really makes the difference. Just getting older and realizing what matters and what doesn't.
And then, of course,
She has great teeth.
Your experience in the adult film industry was short-lived. What impact would you say that had on your relationship with your body and your self-worth?
It just sunk me into a depression, and it sunk me into a spiral of shame. I still didn't have the confidence to really take claim over my body. Maneuvering my way around
Porn.
the contradiction of feeling like I was powerless when I was in that time of my life versus doing it now in a completely different way really comes down to my confidence. The difference is now it is all for me. The only thing that gets shown to the public or goes out into the public sphere is something that makes me feel empowered or sexy or confident or...
Doesn't she have OnlyFans?
Yeah, I was just looking at it.
Oh, you were looking at her OnlyFans? What's her OnlyFans like?
Well, I'm not subscribed, so I can't see anything.
Ay.
Basically, what she's saying here is that she's using this empowerment excuse as a substitute for male attention.
That's it.
Before it was, oh, wow, these guys are pounding me out. Oh, look, I'm getting paid to be naked. Now it's, oh, look, I'm getting paid to basically be naked.
Yes, that's exactly right. Mia Khalifa doesn't have any other skills. That's why she has to use her body. Slambright says Mia Khalifa's porn career was short-lived. LOL. What? Yeah, it was very short-lived. As a matter of fact, I don't think she did 12 films.
I'm not sure exactly, but she wasn't in it for very long.
No, she was not in it for I think she was in it for like 18 months. She did 12 movies, and she rose to stardom when she got fucked in a hijab. And I think there were some Muslims that threatened her life, and that shot her Q rating all the way up, and so now everybody's whacking off to Mia Khalifa. Mia Khalifa, listen, whatever helps you sleep at night. If she wants to say that she's claiming her body and this and that and the other, we all know she's full of shit. She doesn't realize it yet, but everybody has to sleep at night, man.
I bet she thought that she was really empowered when she was doing those adult films,
I'll bet she did, and that is never the case. All right, our next story. Woman says she hasn't had sex with her husband once during their 13-year marriage. Oh boy, let's take a look. Oops. Wait a minute.
A lot of really wonderful fun stuff.
We've had good times in our relationship. Riding the motorcycle, hiking,
That was our favorite.
travel.
Our sex life was not anything out of this world, but it was good. Prior to getting married, we had sex a total of 6 times. I loved him and I wanted to be in his life, so we got married. But he's never consummated our marriage. After 2 years, he still had not consummated the marriage, and he announced to me that he did not love me, and he did not want to love me.
Oh my God.
I just didn't understand what I could have possibly done. So that was the first time that I...
Let me take a stab at
They
this
both
one.
gay.
You know what? That might actually be it.
I mean, look at her.
They're both, well, there you go. There's the right answer. The reason why he doesn't want to have sex with her is because she is not sexually attractive. It is what it is. Like, why do women, like, if we look at this woman, let's just continue to look at this woman.
To leave our home. I was devastated.
I'm not trying to say that this woman is a bad person, but she is not sexually attractive. This is why her husband isn't fucking her.
I have an idea.
Let's hear it.
She said that they had sex 6 times before they got married. Now, you can have a marriage annulled if it's never been consummated, right?
As far
You
as
don't
I
have
know.
to get divorced. You can just have it canceled. So I'm wondering if she did something to piss him off, and he was like, you know what? I can always get this annulled if I don't have sex with her. So
13 years, man. Like, what is she there for if you're not?
Roommates.
I guess she's listen. They're motorcycle riding buddies here.
It's like, I'm not Miss America, but I ain't a dog either.
Oh boy. I hate to break it to you, and I'm not trying to be mean-spirited to this woman. She said, I ain't Miss America, but I ain't a dog either. Listen, I'm not going to call her a dog because that would be an insult to the dog, but she's not sexually attractive. That's what this comes down to, Deb. I don't know why we're doing mental gymnastics. My husband's not fucking me. Why not? Because he doesn't want to fuck you. I think that's the bottom line.
I wonder what he has to say.
I asked you why you married me.
Uh-oh.
If you weren't going to have sex with me.
Ew.
What was your answer?
Because I thought you were okay with it.
I've never been okay with this. Once we got married, we haven't had sex not once.
Oh,
he looked at me and said, I don't know why I don't desire you. He didn't say women. He said you. I say to him, why do you want to stay married to me? It has stripped me of my value, my confidence. I've been married, but I have not lived a married life.
Well, sweetheart, you've been with him for 13 years. And after about the 6th week of him not banging you, you should have left. I was in love with him is not an excuse to stay with a man who's not banging you. Why is he married to her, Dev? I'm going to ask you one more time.
Yeah, I think maybe she annoyed him into it.
Maybe. The bottom line is that he does not want to have...
That was your cat.
God damn it, Walter. The bottom line is that he does not want to have sex with this woman because he is unattracted to her. I don't know why he married her.
I don't either.
Our next story, conservative personality Miss Alabama Zoe Sozo Bethel was ended after she fell out of a 3rd-story window, police say. Okay, sorry about that. Zozo Bethel passed on Friday after she fell out of a story. Miami police told Insider Bethel in 2021 was crowned Miss Alabama for America Strong and was a conservative personality. A GoFundMe launched to support her family has raised over $44,000 in less than a week. The conservative media personality Zoe Sozo Bethel, who last year was crowned blah blah blah, died days after she fell out of a window blah 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 blah. Police told Insider they responded to a, quote, possible suicide attempt on February 11th at 12 a.m. The woman, identified as 27-year-old Bethel, was transported to the Jackson Memorial Hospital in critical condition. The statement said, a week later on Friday, Bethel died, and the cause of her death was blunt force trauma, police said. Her manner of death was ruled accidental by the Miami-Dade medical examiner, according to the police statement. This was a tragic accident, and no foul play is suspected, the statement said. The Miami-Dade County Medical Examiner's Office did not respond to Insider's request for comment. Bethel's death was first announced in an Instagram post to her account on Monday, blah, 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 blah. At this time of bereavement, this is kind of weird.
This is the second Miss something to fall out of a window.
Yeah, this is the second beauty pageant winner who has fallen out of a window. What was the other one? Chesley somebody or other? Yeah, the Miss America. Why do you think this is? Why do you think? I mean, look, this woman is fucking gorgeous. Look at her.
Yeah, she's really pretty.
Oh my god.
And she seems like she's really well accomplished and intelligent. I think okay, sorry. I think they're being nice by calling it accidental.
Yeah.
It's hard for a grown person to fall out of a 3rd-story window.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, is this a new endemic of beautiful black women jumping out of buildings?
I'm gonna tell you what, man. That's the second one in less than 2 months.
Less than 2 weeks.
God, man, that's incredible. You would think, and again, this is what women said they wanted. They want beauty, brains, power. But guess what? They don't have a man. They don't have kids. It doesn't say anything.
And apparently they don't have railings on their balconies either.
I guess not. But one thing that you see that is noticeably absent from this story and the other story is she leaves behind a daughter, a son, a husband, a family. That's really what it is. And this just goes to show that women derive the most pleasure from having a family and a husband. And no amount of beauty or brains or social media influence or celebrity can compensate for that inherent desire to bring life into the world and have a family.
Yeah.
All right. Our next story. Oh yes, this is funny. You and I always watch these commercials in awe. A&E pulls adults adopting adults off the air after concerns raised over star Danny Huff's creepy behavior. Now, what do you know about this television show? Because anytime you and I watch the previews, we're like, what in the hell is this?
I haven't watched the show, and now I'm kind of regretting it because if they pull it off the air, then
Creepy
I won't
Danny.
be able to. But I briefly read through this article, and it's hilarious that this couple wanted to adopt an 18-year-old girl.
Oh my God.
So the first one that I think that they wanted to adopt, I think the wife caught on that the husband was trying to get with her. And instead of saying, this is an adoption, this is a sister wife, she basically said, oh, well, we won't adopt that girl. Let's get another girl from overseas.
Okay, so let me read this because I did not know this. A&E has pulled its controversial news show Adults Adopting Adults off the air last week, as well as removing all online episodes after fans had raised concerns about one of the show's stars, Danny Huff, the Daily Beast has confirmed. Jesus. The docuseries, which premiered in January, was set to release a 4th episode on Monday night, but it failed to air. By Tuesday morning, the show had been wiped from A&E's official website, and previous episodes were no longer available to purchase on Apple TV or available to play on YouTube. What you got?
Just keep going. It gets good.
The show follows a handful of couples who are looking to adopt other adults.
Why?
Yeah, that's the weird thing is why would you want to adopt another... The only reason why you want to adopt another adult, I can't think of a reason, but guess what? Danny Huff decided, okay, well, we're going to adopt an 18-year-old girl I'm trying to smash.
Yeah, well, what do you expect?
The show follows a handful of couples who are looking to adopt other adults, with Ohio-based Huff and his wife, Christy, becoming the breakout stars of the series. Oh, okay. But not in the way they might have hoped. The married couple are planning to adopt pregnant 20-year-old Ileana from Austria, whom Huff had met online in a social media group for those interested in adult adoption. Fans soon accused Huff of having an ulterior motive for adopting Ileana, pointing to his own admission that he previously tried to adopt an 18-year-old girl, but things didn't work out because Huff had developed feelings for the teen. Oh, this is funny. Do you see how they characterize this? Huff had developed feelings for the teen. Tried to adopt an 18-year-old girl. Let's shift here.
Adults adopting adults.
But notice the verbiage here.
Mm-hmm.
He had tried to adopt an 18-year-old girl. No. Once you are 18 years old, you're no longer called a girl. You can't call them, just like Goose Day and her dumbass, what do you want with a 22-year-old girl? No, bitch, you're a fully functioning fucking adult. Listen, women always want to use the word girl when they want to demonize men or remove themselves from responsibility. I was just a 21-year-old girl at the time. No, you're a 21-year-old woman. But here we have a woman in the age of majority who is an adult by law, but they want to characterize her as an 18-year-old girl, and so fans call them creepy.
Yes. If put a 2 in front of that 18, right? And it would be previously tried to adopt a 28-year-old woman.
That's right.
But things didn't work out because Huff had developed feelings for
the teen. Right, but they called it for the teen. If she was 19 years old, remember on Surviving R. Kelly, whatever her name is, met R. Kelly at 19 years old. I'm sorry, what's the problem here? You are of age.
Yeah.
Wow. The writing seems to be on the wall. Okay, for the would-be family of 3, and my colleague Nick Shager nailed the concerned sentiments in his review last months of the series. Danny's untoward motivations for bringing Ileana into the household are obvious, and yet with a big smile, he routinely professes his excitement about being a dad, and performatively calls Ileana his daughter while Christy looks on in abject misery.
Oh my God.
Wow. He situates Ileana in a trailer right outside his front door, buys her tons of baby clothes, and pays for her medical appointments, and says things like, at the end of the day, Ileana, I want you to stay right here because I like hugging you and you're awful sweet.
Is this a zaddy?
I don't know what a zaddy is. I think that's a black community thing.
Oh, really? Because I saw people call him Putin zaddy.
Oh, I think zaddy means a white boy, I think.
I think you're wrong. Oh, okay. A zaddy is a sexually attractive man, especially an older one who is fashionable or charismatic.
A white guy.
That's not what I mean.
Okay.
Well, it's just weird. Like, this is is not like a sugar baby arrangement, but it's something else.
Yeah, this is a little bit weird. Look, man, when you're trying to adopt an attractive young woman who is of age, guess what? The man is going to try to fuck her. That's just all there is to it. Male desire is male desire, and if they wanted to avoid this, they shouldn't have had this.
Donovan, do you want to adopt a 18-year-old girl?
What does she look like?
Once the braces come off, I think she'll be prettier.
Let's do it. I'm in.
Yes, I can't wait to have a full-grown child, in my house.
There is no child. She is 18. She is of age. And if she decides to kick it with your boy, I can't be mad at her for that.
That wife is an idiot.
Ay. What happens when our next story, this is fucking hilarious, and this has a lot to do with Lizzo. What happens when a body positivity influencer loses weight? Fans revolt. Let's take a look.
People Magazine's hashtag Share Your Size campaign was created to celebrate all body types, but social media reaction to it has been anything but
all body types, except for fit body types.
positive. The publication asked its readers to send photos of themselves posing with a sign that has their
that
size.
girl's probably 6 foot.
You think she's 6 feet tall?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Because if you're a size 12 and you look like that, you're very tall.
Written on it. Some celebs have already joined in. The campaign's purpose was to hashtag share your size to show you're not limited by a number. But a writer for The Cut put it like this.
Bitch said
it's
69.
great that a major media brand is promoting body positivity, but isn't having people pose with their size literally
Oh my
limiting
God.
them
Here
by
we
a
go.
number?
Here we
Twitter
go.
users seem to have the same feelings about the campaign. Perhaps even worse, the campaign is billed as a contest on people's website.
Uh-oh.
The only so-called prize awarded is a chance to have your photo featured in the magazine. But the rules still state the submitted pictures will be judged on overall creativity, charm, and appeal. For Newsy, I'm Catherine Beek.
Okay, so this,
Haterade.
that's exactly what this is. Skinny girls are never shame skinny girls. What do you make of this? Because Lizzo, she's faced this before in the past. She's said things like, "Oh, I wish I could lose weight," or "I wish I was in better shape," and she always faces massive backlash for this. What do you?
Yeah, I think the same thing happened to Adele.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, right now everything's on trend just to love who you are, accept who you are as you are.
Fine. I ain't got to
Own
love
it,
you.
embrace it, and God forbid you do want to make a change. Oh my God, why do you want to change? There's something wrong with you. If there's something wrong with you, there must be something wrong with me. Oh my God. So it's a very weird identity crisis that people are having. Let's just, I don't know. I mean,
I don't think it's weird at all.
It's
I think
unhealthy to lose weight. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Right. I don't think it's weird at all. I just think it's our culture promoting fatness and shaming fitness. That's what this is. The only people who get body shamed in our culture these days are people who are actually fit.
And I think that people look at that girl who says, I'm a size 12, and look how flat her stomach is and how curvy she is, and she looks beautiful, right? No size 12, actually, no other size 12 girls look like that.
I don't care about that.
You know what I mean? But that's what's pissing people off. Is the fact that, hey, I'm a size 12 and I don't look like that. Right.
Oh, wow. Very good. Okay. Excellent. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm size 7'8". I look a lot different.
Yeah, you are.
women.
Yeah, Devin is extremely dense. You are very curvy, and you are not light, but you are in phenomenal shape. Those are just your genetics. Our next story: Charlize Theron says she, quote, didn't feel safe after confrontation with Tom Hardy on Mad Max Fury Road set, according to New Book. Oh boy, here we fucking go. Here we are. Both Charlize Theron and Tom Hardy got candid about the feud the two had on the set of the 2015 hit movie Mad Max Fury Road. That was not a hit movie, by the way.
No, it wasn't.
In New Book, Blood, Sweat, and Chrome, the wild and true story of Mad Max Fury Road. In an excerpt from the book, written by the New York Times pop culture reporter Kyle Buchanan and published by Vanity Fair on Tuesday, both actors and crew members who were witnesses to the spat revealed the moment when things boiled over. I remember vividly the day, Mark Gulinich, a camera operator, said in the book. The call on set was 8 o'clock. Charlize got there right at 8 o'clock, sat in the war rig, knowing Tom's never going to be there at 8, even though they made a special request for him to be on time. Okay, so he was a little late. In the movie, Theron plays Imperator Furiosa, okay, who uses a giant truck known as the War Rig to save a group of young women from the clutches of villain Immortan Joe, that's Hugh Keys-Byrne, and is now on the run. Hardy plays Max, a loner who comes across Furiosa and the women and decides to help them. Oh boy, this already sounds woke. Hardy, quote, was notorious for never being on time in the morning. Gollnisch said, if the call was for the morning, forget it, he didn't show up. Hours passed and Hardy didn't show up. Witnesses said Theron didn't even get out of the truck to use the bathroom. Some felt Hardy was purposely showing up late as a power play because he knew it would make Theron mad. Okay, so Tom Hardy has a propensity to show up late on the set. But this time, the reason he's showing up late on the set has nothing to do with his habits. Oh no, this was a power move because he knew it would make Theron upset. Give me a fucking break. 11 o'clock. She's now on the War Rig, sitting there with her makeup on in full costume for 3 hours, Gollnisch said. Tom turns up, and he casually walks across the desert. She jumps out of the War Rig, and she starts swearing her head off at him, saying, find the fucking cunt $100,000 for every minute that he's held up the crew, and how disrespectful you are. She was right. Full rant. Okay, so she's swearing her head off at Tom Hardy. Shouldn't Tom Hardy feel unsafe in the...
I mean, she's attacking him. All he did was show up for work. I mean, a little late, but...
Gollnisch said he believed that despite it being a windy day, Theron was screaming so loudly that Hardy likely heard what she said. He charged up to her and went, what did you say to me? Gollnisch said. He was quite aggressive, Gollnisch continued. She felt really threatened, and that was the turning point, because then she said, I want someone as protection. She then had a producer that was assigned to her to be with her at all times. Oh my God. Like Tom Hardy is going to beat up Charlize Theron on the set of a movie. Really?
So, yeah. So he shows up to work. She screams at him, swears at him, calls him names. And
he calls her on it.
And he basically says, excuse me, you want to say that to my face? Like,
yeah, exactly.
And she goes, oh my God, I might have to be accountable for the words that come out of my mouth.
Give me a break. God almighty. For the rest of the filming, producer Denise Donovan shadowed Theron according to the book. So Denise was going to protect Charlize from Tom.
I guess so, yeah.
It got to a place where it was kind of out of hand, and there was a sense that maybe sending a woman producer down could maybe equalize some of it because I did not feel safe, Theron said. In hindsight, I was in over my head in many ways, Hardy said in the book. The pressure on the both of us was overwhelming at times. What she needed was a better, perhaps more experienced partner in me. That's something that can't be faked. I'd like to think that now I'm older and now that I'm older and uglier, I could rise to that occasion. So Tom Hardy is still trolling Theron. So this was, to me, this was much ado about nothing. It sounds to me like Tom Hardy did what he wanted. It's no worse than Katherine Heigl. Katherine Heigl is pretty much blacklisted in Hollywood because she pulls the same type of shit that Tom Hardy does. But here's the difference. Nobody likes a diva.
I mean, all actors in some sense are divas,
of course they are.
Right? Like, I've heard stories about Tom Cruise and stuff. So, you know, who was the worst one? The guy who played the fighter? He lost all the weight for that boxing movie?
Oh, Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, that's it.
You've heard what about him?
That he could be like a nightmare on set.
You want to know why Christian Bale can be a nightmare? Because he can be. Christian Bale is one of the greatest actors of our time, so he can afford to be that. Tom Hardy is actually pretty goddamn good too, which is probably the reason he acts the way he acts. Final thoughts on this?
I've seen headlines about this since this article came out, and all of the headlines spin it as he was threatening her during the whole filming. So it's like, she's just a poor woman in the workplace.
Are we trying to cancel Tom Hardy? Is that what's happening?
I have no idea, but this is stupid.
Stay tuned. Our next story, a serial swindler in India is accused of lying about his identity to con 18 women into marrying him so that he could steal their money. Wow. Let's take a look at this. A serial swindler in India has been accused of duping at least 18 women into marrying him before running off with their money. Bibu Prakash Swain, 67, was arrested earlier this month in Bhubaneswar, in the Indian state of Odisha, just weeks ahead of two more planned sham weddings, police told AFP. Odisha told police the outlet Swain would pose as a wealthy 51-year-old doctor on matchmaking sites and target successful women in their 40s, including divorcees and widows. His victims included lawyers, medics, and professors from all across India. He primarily did this for their money and some sexual pleasure. A senior police official, Sanjeev Satpathy, told AFP he was always very persuasive. His wife's contact details were saved in his phone under names such as wife teacher, wife doctor, or wife Bangalore, and wife Delhi, depending on where the woman was based. We knew that he preyed on unsuspecting women looking for security and love, Sapathy told the Times. So let me stop it right there. Once again, they're making a big deal out of one man who got over on multiple women. But gentlemen, again, I point this out every time this happens. I said this with Simon Live. I'm going to say it with this guy. What this guy is doing is wrong. You should not swindle women. You should not swindle people, right? But if women got as much press for the times they swindle men on different levels, put that on silent, please.
It is.
What the fuck was that?
That was my alarm. My 2:20 alarm.
Oh, all right. Anyway, let a man get over on women and it's national fucking news. But women pull this stuff on men all the time. Let's just reverse the sexes and just see how this would sound. Let's call her Deepti. Deepti Swain, 27, was arrested earlier in this month in Botswana, in the Indian state of whatever, just weeks ahead of 2 more planned sugar baby meetings. Odisha told police outlet that Swain would pose as a virginal 19 to 21-year-old on matchmaking sites and target successful men in their 30s and 40s, including recent divorcees and widowers. Her victims included lawyers, medics, professors from all across India. She primarily did this for their money and some sexual pleasure. She was always very persuasive. Her target's contact details were saved in her phone under the names husband teacher, sugar baby doctor, husband Bangalore, or sugar baby Delhi, depending on where the man was based. We knew that she preyed on unsuspecting men looking for sex and relationships, Sapthi told the Times. Stop me if you've heard this before, Devin, but this is what women do every day. They get over on men all the time. Nobody says anything about it, but as soon as somebody like Simon Live or this guy, I can't pronounce his name, as soon as he comes along, we get stories written about it.
Yeah, I guess it's illegal to just keep marrying people. That's the only thing I could think that he did wrong.
Really?
If he married multiple people without like divorcing before, isn't that bigamy?
Bigamy, polygamy, whatever the case may be. I don't really know if there is. I didn't know if there was like a law against it, but yeah, I think
I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, Lair Signal.
I think it's funny that he took a page out of your book with the renaming people in your phone.
Oh yes,
big tits,
yes.
Butt,
Yep, sweet big tits. Yes. Denara, great ass, etc., etc. With yours, up until recently, I just had a picture of your tits as your contact.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, absolutely. Crimea River. That's my thoughts on this. Oh, here's another one. Oh boy, a plus size woman has revealed that she's hit a milestone of 1 million views, despite trolls saying she posts for attention. The TikTok user plus size Queenie regularly shares snaps on social media, which have amassed her 42,000 followers. That's really nothing to write home about. This is disgusting. But not every. Why did you send me this story, by the way?
I can't believe she has more than 3 followers. Like, who's following this?
Oh, so we're talking about thirsty guys. Oh, the thirst is real. Yes,
the thirst is real. Like,
yes.
Here's the thing, right? This stuff like this just encourages more women to go out and do stuff like this, and then say, "Love me for who I am."
This is gross.
So it's. I mean, is there a demand for this? I don't know what's going on with men. Like, 'cause that's some weird stuff.
It's free. Do you think she's gonna start an OnlyFans?
Oh God! Does it mention that she has one?
Let's do a search.
Because I can't imagine why she would be doing this if not to profit off of it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's continue.
Yeah, she's using TikTok and Instagram
as a funnel. Yep. Despite the critique, plus-size Queenie, whose real name is Kate, has also made an OnlyFans account, which she claimed hit its target right away. Hold up. Hang on a second. No. Nobody believes that. Well, hit its target. Well, it depends on what the target is, right? Is the target 1 subscriber, 2 subscriber? Warning! I am very, very perverted. So anything you say can and will be turned into something very naughty. She said in one of her TikTok videos that there's nothing more disgusting than disgusting people acting sensual. Kate, who is in her late 30s and used to be a size 22, recently revealed she's had gastric sleeve surgery, after which she says she's still not feeling 100%. Listen, man, I think that this is... I think the point of this is that who in the world is subscribing to her OnlyFans?
I don't know. I really don't.
Hit its target right away.
Hit its target.
That's so nebulous.
I mean, she's so big. How could you miss?
Stop the cap.
Our next story... our main story, Thunder Thighs. We don't say that anymore. Remember that used to be a thing back in the 90s, Thunder Thighs? So this is our main story of the day. Cardi B said Tasha K better find her $4 million after blogger said she ain't got it. After Cardi B won a defamation lawsuit against blogger Tasha K, born Latasha Kibi, the rapper was awarded a total close to $4 million. But Tasha K said her pockets aren't full enough to give her that hefty sum. I ain't got it, she told Kendall, my God, and Kendra G on All Blacks Social Society. This is ridiculous. Listen, I ain't got it. Don't ask me for no money. I ain't got it. But listen, we have business things in place that takes care of things like this. But of course, the appellate court and the Supreme Court is in process right now. Okay. Word got back to Cardi B that the Georgia-born YouTuber didn't have plans on coughing up her millions. She then took to Twitter to send Tasha K a message. Think it's a game, but trust, I'ma come for everything. I don't know what bitch better have... BBHM says means bitch better have my money. Right. Wow, getting Rihanna. She posted a tweet with a clip from Rihanna's video for a hit song with the same name, but she was forced to remove it. She said, my music reps just called me to take it down. I can't never had fun. In January, Cardi B said Tasha K's claims brought her major distress and she was extremely suicidal and had to seek mental health services. Kibi published multiple false and defamatory statements about plaintiff that included that plaintiff was a prostitute, that the plaintiff was a user of cocaine, that plaintiff had and still had herpes. The lawsuit read, according to CNN, by making and publishing statements and campaign of harassing videos, including the defamatory videos, defendants were intending to cause the plaintiff emotional distress.
Gee, that sounds familiar.
It does sound very familiar. And it took, I think, 3 years to adjudicate this particular case. This is why, and I'm not going to mention this dude's name because I've mentioned him enough, but this particular person, he has come out with videos and tweets saying, I have invited Donovan to sue me several times, and he hasn't because he knows what I've said is the truth. Listen, man, listen. I told you guys from the start that this was not going to be a short process, it was not going to be an easy process, and it was not going to be a cheap process. Things like this take a long time. I can't imagine that this will take years, but it's not going to happen overnight. Okay? And so the person, the person I am currently in a legal rumble with, this person, again, and I'm going to warn him again. Listen, just because you don't hear or see anything doesn't mean that nothing's happening. This is why Tasha K continued to double down when Cardi B said, look, bitch, you better walk back those statements. Cardi B gave Tasha K plenty of opportunities. Hey, walk back the statements, walk them back. Nope. Tasha K kept doubling down. Again, aggressive and harassing tweets, emails, blah, 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 blah. Tasha K has literally done what the president of the manosphere has done to me now for the better part of the last 18 months. And he thinks he can get away with it.
And me.
And you. Tasha K didn't realize that there were things going on behind the scenes because she didn't hear everything. until, of course, she got slapped with the summons.
Right.
And this is why Tasha K, this is why she was emboldened to continue to do what she was doing, because she really thought that there was no way she was going to get that she was going to win this lawsuit. I would advise those who have done the same to me in the past, listen, rest up and relax while you can, because the legal ramifications are coming. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might not even be next month. But you can be rest assured that I will see this through to the end. This is something that Cardi B probably told Tasha K's representatives, and they didn't take her seriously. And oh, by the way, I'll just let this little legal snippet out there too. My attorneys, plural, are actually using this as precedent for as a case law precedent for my particular lawsuit.
So, Tasha K had no problem taking money by tarnishing Cardi B's name. She made money off of it. That's what this lawsuit's really all about.
Well, the lawsuit is about her telling lies about Cardi. She can call Cardi B names, and she's this and she's that. I don't mind people saying, Donovan, you suck, Devin's fat. I don't care.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter to me.
Right.
But when you put out false information,
Yep.
that's when you can damage someone's reputation, their career, et cetera, et cetera.
And
that's against the law.
And for her damaged emotionally
Yes,
too.
absolutely.
So that's stress.
Yep.
That's that's stress. That's time. That's mental anguish. That's all of these different things, and trying to deal with this moron. So now, so she was like, okay, well, I'll take the money now by making fun of her and getting all these views and these headlines and things like that. Which Tasha K doesn't understand is that nobody expects her to have $4 million to pay back. No, they're going to own her for the rest of her working life. They're going to take a big chunk out of whatever paycheck she has, whatever asset she has. Whatever she has now belongs to the attorneys and whoever's going to be claiming that money for Cardi.
You better believe it. It was ruled that Kibi, Tasha K, must pay $1.5 million in punitive damages, $1 million for pain and suffering, $1.3 million in litigation expenses, $500,000 for reimbursement for legal fees, and $25,000 in medical fees. All of these things, gentlemen, are now a part of what is called case law.
Yes.
Just because there is not a law on the books for all of you, and I'm not a lawyer, this is not legal advice, but case law is something lawyers use very, very effectively in certain cases. The most famous case law case was Roe v. Wade. There were no laws about Noit Robas on the books, but when Roe v. Wade came down, that set a case law precedent for all other cases, and that's why Noit Robas have gone the way they have up until today. Well, in my situation and in other people's situations, lawyers are going to use this as case law. This is an irresponsible YouTuber putting out false information about someone under the guise of telling of truth and justice and this and that and the third and documentaries and all this other kind of stuff. When in actuality, everything matches up. Everything matches up. Mm-hmm. And the reason why Cardi B won this case is because she made sure she had an airtight case. She made sure her lawyer said, you know what? When we bring this lawsuit, we're going to have all our I's and all our I's dotted, T's crossed. So there's no way she can explain her way out of it. Yep. And as soon as she did it, bam, $4 million.
And here's the biggest thing is if Tasha K was like, oh, I think that Cardi B, blah, blah, blah. She probably has herpes, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
You can do that.
Yes, you can.
But you can't say as a statement of fact that here's a documentary on Cardi B. Here's her fake records of records of having a STD. Here's you know what I mean, and trying to pass it off as fact.
Yep.
That's where the legalities come in.
That's where one of the legalities
and it's not freedom of speech. It's absolutely not. You are free to say whatever you want, but there are legal consequences for that, and you have to be prepared to back it up.
Look, man, listen, you mentioned it. I didn't even want to talk about our legal situation with that particular individual, but this absolutely applies. Tasha K didn't take this seriously because she didn't see or hear anything happening. When she got the summons, she probably still didn't take it seriously because she thought there's no way. I've got almost 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I'm this and that and a third. Guess what? They nailed her ass to the wall, and she's Tasha K, a black woman.
She's never gonna get another paycheck from Google, from YouTube. They're claiming all of that income.
Yeah, Cardi B now owns Tasha K, and it's because of her mouth. Guys, listen, just like Dev says, it is a free country. You can say whatever you want to say, but a lot of times there are consequences to said statements, and that is the memo. So yeah, you know what's interesting? I didn't really want to take it in that direction, but
sorry.
No, that's okay. That's quite all right. But again, this guy says I've invited Donovan to sue me, and he hasn't sued me, and this and that and the other. This proves, this just proves to me that he has the same mentality that Tasha K. No news is good news.
Yep.
That is not the case, my friends.
Yeah.
I have 2 lawyers in 2 different states working on this for me as we speak, and I want to make sure that before I actually make the power move, that this thing is airtight. There's going to be no mistaken in terms of how this case is going to go. So, like I said, rest up and relax as much as you can, because when the shit really starts to hit the fan for you, it's going to be obvious. Your thoughts?
I can't wait.
You can't wait for what?
I can't wait. I wish I could see his face.
Doesn't matter. Who knows?
Personally, I just want the resolution of it all so we can all move on to bigger and better things. Like, it's just annoying.
It is, and truthfully, I mean, my lawyers tell me this all the time, man. There's really nothing. I mean, even if he, dude, I mean, he says he's coming out with a part 2 and a part 3 and all this other kind of stuff. If he didn't sink me from part 1, then he's never gonna sink me. And at this point, everyone knows why he's doing this, and the fact that he's doing this at or near the time of my event. Listen, I don't want to say too much and give his lawyers too much information, but he's really digging himself.
I'm kind of looking forward to part 2 because I can't wait to find out what else I've done in my life that I'm not aware of.
Jesus Christ. Maybe so he said that we were married in the first one, and that you weighed 400 pounds or something.
Oh, yeah, and I have adopted.
Oh, yeah, we have we have an adopted,
As if that, even if that were true, why would that hurt somebody anyway? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know. He thought that putting out that false information would cause people to. He thought that people. Now, listen, it did have an immediate financial. There were some financial implications, and that will definitely be in the lawsuit. But I don't. And listen, the CME went off as planned. Mm-hmm. Dude, nobody showed up to his event. Yeah. We saw that in the pictures, and so that just, I mean, listen, he can put out whatever he wants. We're just going to continue to, listen, I'm not doing anything about it anymore. That's all on the,
we got people for that.
We got people.
Meanwhile, we're going to be having fun in Miami.
You know it. Fun in Miami, May 19th through May 22nd. May 19th through May 22nd. Be sure to get your tickets today.
Did you want to talk about the format or?
No, not yet, because you and I are going to have that meeting.
Look for your emails. There will be details this weekend.
Yes. Jay Blaze says Devin will be told in the next one that she will have 3 breasts.
Oh, yes. Maybe I'm really a man.
Maybe you're really a man. Look at the camera. You don't have the jaw of a man, but you definitely have the boobs of a woman. Nope, no Adam's apple. Let's get a shimmy. Yeah, listen, Dev was born. Dev was born a woman. You got some. Look. There you go. Nothing wrong.
Lord.
Nothing wrong with a little objectification. King Life on the YouTube side says the fact the hater put Devin and her family through all that is shameful. As a man, I'm coming at the guy. I'm going at the guy. I don't put anyone else in it. Yeah, well, this is what that's what cowards do. But I mean, it just doesn't matter. I took his best punches. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. So anything he does further on, he better make it count, because the more stuff he puts out there, the worse it's going to be for him. Here we are. Dev C on the YouTube site said, this is a great example why you don't needlessly run your mouth on social media. Absolutely. JJ says, yeah, Cardi used to drug men and have Transformers switch out with her. That's pretty bad.
Oh.
King Life says this is why men need to be careful of who they're listening to. If you have to put a woman and her niece in danger just to get back at another person, you definitely look slimy to many people. Well, this is why when we got pictures of that event, there was nobody there. There was nobody there. And I remember one of the photographers actually hit me up on Instagram. He says, hey, what did he say? He said, hey, schmuck, I took those pictures before he started speaking. People were just filing in. Those were lies, because on the screen behind Anthony was his PowerPoint presentation. Way to try to listen. If there were, and it's so funny because if it were all successful, we'd have seen all the pictures of all the people in the crowd, but we didn't see none of that. All we saw were the pictures that other people put out, and it was an abject fucking failure.
Well, you know,
it is what it is. It is what it is.
There was a time when it helped men. That time has passed.
I agree. Dev C says, but blank is beta and continually shows that he never goes after the man. He attacks the man's family. Look at what he did to Rollo.
Yeah.
That's fine. Listen, man, guys like that.
There are things that Anthony has done that aren't public knowledge that would make you sick. Literally make you sick.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. Man.
That we know and love and respect. So.
And guys, listen, we always teach you guys the virtue of delayed gratification. Okay, instant gratification, instant gratification leads to trouble. Delayed gratification is what's best. Everyone wanted me to come right, and it's funny, he actually tried to bait me in. If I'm lying, sue me, blah, 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 blah. So he wanted me to run in guns blazing with, no. I sat back, I bided my time, I did my research, I hired the right people, and it's not, listen, he better get it while the getting's good, because when this thing comes down, whenever it comes down, it's not going to be a very good day for him. And I'm not going to gloat, I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so at this time, we are going to show you guys a preview. I'm going to show you guys a preview of the Love is Blind breakdown from yesterday. This is good stuff. Right after the preview, I am going to do my Love is Blind breakdown. If you want to watch it, download the Sharpe Stream app, guys. You can download it free. You can watch all my premium content absolutely free. You don't have to pay me 1 red cent.
Nope.
If you're like, you know what, I love Donovan. I love Donovan's content, but I hate his fucking guts. I don't want to give him any money. Hey, no problem. Download the Sharpe Stream app. You can get all the free shit for no money. You don't have to put money in my pocket. All the free shit for no money. If you don't want to put money in my pocket and you want to get access to the replays, because replays are not available on Sharpe Stream.
Well, they are, just not live.
Just not on the app.
You have to be a member, which you can become a member by joining Patreon or by joining Sharpe Stream.
There you go. So you can watch live for free all you want to, but if you want access to this and other dating show breakdowns, got to be a patron at patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Okay, so without further ado, so now we're going to play the preview. We're going to play the preview of yesterday's Love is Blind breakdown. Dude, I can't wait for today. This is going to be fucking crazy. Here we go. What's going to end up happening, guys? What is going to end up happening, guys, is that she's going to end up friend zoning this dude. She's going to end up friend zoning this dude. You can already see it because, oh, you're so cute, you're so handsome, blah, 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 blah. You don't give compliments to dudes you are going to fuck. You don't tell them, you show them. That's just how that goes. Yeah, she's going to need a lot of, Paul Mann said she's going to need a lot of liquor to stay attracted to him. You're goddamn right. Oh, she most certainly is. She most certainly is. Are you fucking serious? See, this is, oh my God. This is why Iyanna is not, this is not, Jesus Christ. Jarrett is attractive to just about every woman. But she's the one fucking bitch who's going to be like, oh my God, he's too tall. I've never heard a girl, I have never, ever heard a girl complain that a guy was too tall. I'm going to have to wear heels during sex. Bitch, you're going to have to wear heels during sex regardless. Like, we already knew what time that was. But don't you get it? She doesn't like to kiss. She's not that affectionate. Now she's complaining that he's too tall. Her hair is short. What the fuck? This is insane. Yeah, dude, she's way too fucking damaged. Yeah, she's way too goddamn damaged, dude. She's way too damaged. There's so many women that would love to be with a guy like Jarrett, one of which who is coming to the island. But she wants to complain about the fact that he is 6'1". What is she, 4'5"? This is like, I'm glad she's excited. But yo, what? Just listen to this. Listen how she says thank you.
Oh my God. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What the fuck? She's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Thank you. Dude, this bitch is fucking weird. This bitch is fucking weird, man. Dre Raven says it could be she's, quote, kicking the tires to try to keep him on his toes based on the fact of being his second choice. You're probably right, but here's the problem. And you're right. You're right, Dre Raven. But here's the problem, and I know that you agree with this. The problem with this mindset is that Jarrett has more viable options than she does. More women want Jarrett than men that want Iyanna. You know what I mean? Oh, Apollo. Apollo says, remember, he got Mallory the tacos they talked about. Jarrett clearly listens and does the small things. Yeah. Paul Mann says, baby voice is indicative of early trauma. Wow. Okay. Honestly, I don't think Iyanna is adult enough to be in a relationship. If every time your man tries to get close to you and establish some sort of intimacy and you get all odd and awkward and baby voiced and all fidgety, she's just not adult enough. Oh, wow. I want to wait until we're married to have sex. Now, I believe Iyanna when she says that she's attracted to him. But guess what? Guess what, man? Guess what? Mallory is not going to wait to give Jarrett the ass. So he's got this immature, traumatized black woman with short hair who knows that she was his second choice, and now she's not going to give him the booty? Guys, do you see? See? Like when you have, like when you're trying to share like this intimate moment, like they're supposed to be in the first throes of romance. I guess this is their honeymoon before the wedding, and she's all kiki. She's just immature. She's immature, man. Okay. I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad she likes the guy. But you can tell by Deep's facial expression, he's like, whoa. Okay, we're engaged, but slow down, Speedy Gonzalez, man. Holy shit, look at Deep. Look at Shake. Shake is like, okay, let's... He's like, whoa. I'm trying to fuck, man. And then we can go from there. But this bitch is... Yo.
I just like want to get married and just like say fuck it.
Whoa! Oh wow! Look at Shake. She's like, do you look? Listen. This is great, but this is moving a little fast. Oh, Deep is full throttle. Like Deep is like, yo, check it, check it. I'm in this motherfucker. Like Deep is here. Look, Deep D is. She's good to go. She's like, no, fuck it. You asked me to marry you. I said yes. We're gonna fucking get married. Yes, we have a stage. Yes. This is a stage 5 clinger. Hey, look, we can sit here and say we can just sit here and say, oh no, run, y'all. They signed up for this. They signed up for this. Shake asked her to marry him. She said yes. So guess what? You got to marry her. Yo, Deep is all in. Honestly, I don't think any woman has loved any man more than Deep loves Shake. She is all in with this dude. And if, oh my God, what happens if Shake tries to break up with her? Oh my God, Deep will fucking go off the deep end. Pun definitely intended. No, what it is that Shake has spoiled himself with hot blondes, and Deep is not a hot blonde. Deep has a decent body. Like let's not dance around it. But her body is kind of sewn together, right? It is kind of sewn together. And I think Shake is one. I don't think Shake can admit to himself that he's not as sexually attracted. That he is not as sexually attracted to Deep as maybe he would like to be.
Eventually, I'll get more confident physically.
Wait, hold up, dude. Is Kyle? Oh, this is bad. Does Kyle think he still has a shot? Does he think there's still a thing? Because you do realize that Shayna's getting piped down by somebody in Chicago, right? Like, she's getting piped down by somebody. I think that's pretty obvious. But this dude is sitting here talking like there's still a chance. When Devin and I are asleep, it's so funny. When we first go to sleep, and we've been together now 5 years, so we don't have to be all cuddled up when we go to bed. We don't fall asleep in each other's arms anymore. It is what it is. But sometime in the middle of the night, Devin will roll over. She always ends up on my side of the bed. It's so cute. She has to be close to me. So by the time I'm used to sleeping with just 10%, of the real estate on the bed. Yeah, it is what it is. This dude. Okay, awesome. He said, guess what? We had sex. Yeah, I think Nick is probably, I don't know. Do you think Nick was a virgin? How many girls has Nick smashed? I'm going to put the over-under at 2. I'm taking the under. I'm taking the under, man. I don't think Nick smashed that many girls.
I don't really feel that kind of animalistic attraction.
Yeah, he's not sexually attracted to Deep. He's not. He tried to tell her, and guys, look, man, he did the whole politically correct thing. Hey, my whole life, I've been shallow, blah, 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 blah. But relationships, as far as men are concerned with, it begins and ends with our sexual attraction to a woman. If we are not extremely, I mean, I've had girls I'm not extremely sexually attracted to. I was drunk, she was there, it happened, right? Or I was high, whatever. But if you don't have, just like he said, if you don't have an animalistic sexual attraction towards a woman, you can't be in a relationship with her. That's just that's just how it is. You have to be able to look at like Shake probably looks at her like, I don't know, man. Like Devin, she looks great in almost everything she wears. That's why I know I'm still sexually attracted to her. Shake, not so much, man. What Shake is trying to do here, guys, is he is trying to negotiate his own attraction. He's not sexually attracted to Deep. He can't say it because it's on TV and people think that he is shallow. And I think that one of the guys in the pods probably told him, hey, man, like a lot of girls are talking about you, like, hey, what size do you wear? I like to buy girls' clothes. What size I like to, put you on my shoulders at a concert, etc., etc. Hey, man, you might want to clean that up because when we get out of the pods and return to real life, then you might be a social media bad guy. So Shake decided, okay, all right. Right? He said, listen, I don't know what Deep looks like, but if she's not fat now, I think I can deal with it. Well, Deep is not fat. I think she's attractive. I think Deep is beautiful. I love her face, and she's one of the few Indian girls that I like the way she looks. I like the way she looks. I like how I do like how sensual she is, because she is into Shake, no doubt. There is zero doubt. But Shake is not into her sexually. And he can try all he wants to try to talk himself into being sexually attracted to Deep. She doesn't pass the boner test, guys. She doesn't pass the boner test. And Deep is telling us, hey, relationships are judged on all these different things. And you're right. They are judged on all kinds of things. But for a man, the relationship in terms of its viability begins and ends with your sexual attraction to her. If you are not sexually attracted to the woman you're in a relationship with, you're in the wrong relationship. That's all there is to it. Oh my God, you guys fucking called it. You fucking called it. I can't believe Mallory smashed
I was
Sal.
super nervous.
So he smashed Raw. Wow, she fucking gave it up. Unbelievable. I can't believe you called it. Oh my God. I just knew he wasn't going to get laid. Hey man, you can't win them all, but goddamn, like I did not see that coming. Oh, yay. There it is.
Wait a minute.
There it fucking is. There it is. Look at this shit. That's exactly what Sal is doing. But the problem is that listen, this is why we know Mallory's a super hoe. Because she fucked Sal and she's not really sexually attracted to Sal. Oh, this is yo, Nick is here for the fucking drama. Nick is the one that said, hey man, go over there and talk to her. I'll run interference. You can go run game on your girl. Mallory asked him, so how do you really feel? Oh my God. Jay Blaze says Sal needs to stop this. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Listen, the heart wants what the heart wants. Man, the heart wants what the heart wants. That's what this is. Mallory clearly still has a thing for Jarrett. Oh my God. Yo, we got to shout Nick out. We got a Don DeMarco. We got to give Nick a Don DeMarco because he's the one that, yeah, there it is. Nick is the one that facilitated all of this. Donovan says the way Mallory looked at him, she won't be going to Walgreens for Plan B the next morning. No, she won't. The way she looks at Jarrett, she really likes Jarrett. Oh my God, look at her. Look at this fucking body language. Look at this. Oh boy, this is gonna be. Oh, this is gonna be. This is bad. Oh, this is so bad. But we knew this was gonna happen. Oh my God. So, yeah, that's what we have to look forward to in the Love is Blind breakdown, which is coming up. Hang on a second, which is coming up right now. But first, we are going to say goodbye to the lovely and talented Devin. You're going to go downstairs.
Bye.
I think we're going to do some meal prep and blah, 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 blah.
That's enough.
Some
now.
laundry, yeah, whatever, iron clothes or whatever. Okay. Well, today was a fun discussion.
All right, it was.
Yeah.
Hope everyone has a great day.
Yep. All right. So that is going to be it for Dev. She is going to be taking her leave. For now, I'm going to go ahead and put on the 2-minute timer for those of you who want to watch the live breakdown of Love is Blind. I'm doing that right now. Download the Sharpe Stream app if you want to watch absolutely free. You don't have to pay anything. Download the app. The app is free. You can watch live for free. If you want access to the replays of this and all of my other dating show breakdowns, which includes Love Island, 90 Day Fiancé, The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, Love is Blind Season 1, F-Boy Island, all that stuff. Go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe or become a member over at Sharpe Stream. Thank you guys very much for tuning in to TSR Live, and we will see you over on Sharpe Stream. Take care. Welcome, welcome, one and all. Welcome, welcome, one and all, to the Love is Blind breakdown. This is going to be streaming exclusively on Sharpe Stream. So shout out to all of my Sharpe Stream members. We're not going to waste any time here, so let me go ahead and say goodbye to my Facebook audience, my Twitch audience, my MGTOW.TV audience, my Manosphere.TV audience.